Well, hey there, and welcome to Homa Academy Live on the Friday. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a week of amazing events this week, so I just want to, on behalf of everyone here at Homa, put our heartfelt condolences and regret and sadness to everything that happened over with the earthquake this week. So we hope you're all doing well and safe. So our thoughts are with you, and we're here to support you along the way. So um, life is very difficult sometimes, but we need to recognise that it's been such a wild event, and we know we've got a lot of people in that part of the world who tune in and are partners with us. So to all our friends, partners, we hope you're all doing well. Okay, so without that aside, let's get on to what we're going to do today. So we are going to cover a brand new game that's in the top of the charts on Google Play, published by Mooney, and we are going to get into that. So before we start in earnest, happy Friday to everyone. Good to see you all in that chat. Do come and say hello if you haven't already done so. Come on, it's your opportunity to have a chat with me today. We're going to go through some game design stuff. We're going to look at the CPI videos as well. So it should be a good one this week. We've got a really exciting game. I haven't played it, which is always the case on these Fridays. I want to pick it up and have a raw sort of reaction to everything, and we can play through together and we can all give our thoughts on what we think about the game and all that good stuff. So if you haven't done already, be sure to come and join us over on the Discord. And you'll find all the latest games that we post throughout the week, curated by myself and the team here. We pick out the ones we think are interesting and good. So you can see all the games here, all the links to all the games. There's a couple from Supersonic released this week, which would be impressive. This is the game that I cannot pronounce, and I'm going to open it up to you to tell me if I'm saying it wrong or right in a minute. But there's some really kind of cool games come out this week. A brand new one from Supersonic today, which is Traffic Jam Fever, which looks, it's kind of a merge thing as well, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, let's see exactly what we've got in store. So I picked the, oh my goodness, I'm going to butcher this right from the start, which is Mechangelion. So I'm going to click over. Let's have a look at the App Store assets before we go any further. You can see here it's a massive robot fighting game. Think there was a question regarding grants at the top. Sorry, thanks for that, Jill. So if you do have a question, do pop them in that chat, even though I've missed it. I would like to know if Homa makes grants for game development. So chart up. What is up? Good to see you here on the stream. Yes, we do offer certain partnerships, of course. If you want to carry on and publish with us, I should say. There are links in the description to join the Discord and join Homa Labs, and of course the Academy itself, which I will mention in just a minute, because we just published a whole ton of new hybrid casual content for you today. But aside from that, do we offer grants? Yes. The best way typically with that is to upload one of your prototypes onto the Homa Lab dashboard. It's a self-serving testing dashboard, and that really then begins the relationship between ourselves and you to see exactly how your games are looking, and we can go from there. But that typically is the best route. We don't just hand out money for the sake of it, as I'm sure you can imagine. We need to build a little bit of a relationship first, and the first step to that is typically to upload a game onto the dashboard and start a test with us, and we can have a look at everything. But feel free to send me an email or DM me over on the Discord, and we can have a look at it, and we can get to know each other a bit better there. So do come and be a part of the community. As to everyone, come and say hello, come and like a few posts and all that good stuff, and you can hit us up there. So I hope that was helpful. But yes, of course, yeah, we have various deals that we can offer. And yeah, let's start with there. And if you've got any other questions, feel free to send us an email to partnerships@homagames.com, or you can message me over on the Discord. Okay, So this game is available on the Play Store. Of course, it's top 10 in the Play Store right now. So yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness! So Mechangelion I'm going for today. Was inspired from an anime thing. Yeah, thanks, Elbow. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I did actually Google the name of this. It is a made up word, but it's super inspired from the anime and a kind of a Godzilla type feel to it, from what I can gather. But yeah, you can search on Google Play for this exact title. And please give me a link in the description. Well, you could just go on to type that into Google, and there you go. It's as simple as that. Type in Me Change Lion, Google Play, and the link's there for you. So yeah, I hope that's helping gaming. The link is I might put the link in a bit later, but it's easy enough to find. I don't need to tell you how to Google. Anyway, let's crack on with this. So here's the screenshots that we're looking at. As you can see, inherently they're big robots, which I personally am a fan of. I think it looks super epic by nature. It looks pretty impressive, I would say. The models look really good. The screenshots are pretty good here. I like the fact they've used different characters, whatever we're calling them, monsters for each one. And I think this looks really good, actually. Looks like we get different weapons here, and looks big and epic, and looks like a ton of fun. Let's have a just quick look at the description here. So, crazy about robot fighting games. Want to fight robots on the mech arena. This robot battle game will not let you down. Your robot has to defeat real steel enemies in a mech arena. It's hard to survive. Welcome to Mechangelion, or Mechangelion, or whatever we're calling it today. It's merged from mecha, which means giant robots, and oh my goodness, Evangelion, the anime. Well, that is great knowledge. Happy Friday indeed, Santosh. Good to see you here. So yeah, it's merged between the anime name and mecha for machine. So pretty cool indeed, I thought. So we should just go ahead and really just start to play this today. So we're going to go through the game design. We're going to go through the onboarding and all of that stuff. And I think it's really important to do this because it really sets the scene of how you can really try and think about when you're building your games. What can you do and what tips can you take from this type of game? Maybe it's a mechanic or the onboarding or this whole process about how you can replicate and put your best foot forward in terms of your game design and how you approach your game building. So we're going to play on airplane mode today, which I'm going to turn off straight away. On, I should say. And let's load it up. So we do airplane just so we don't get the adverts to spoil the stream here. No splash screen from Mooney. Oh, what's that? Oh, here we go, Mooney. Say. I don't know how you say that either. I picked a good one here. So obviously we're going to not track there, but straight away I'm going to go in and turn the sound. The music is there. Oh, okay. So we can only turn sound effects. All right. Hopefully there's no music because we get striked for copyright on YouTube for the music typically, and that way we don't run adverts on this channel, but the copyright holders will put adverts on there, so we want to avoid that if we can. All right, so a really nice opening start here. Let's get rid of that settings thing. From the top, we've got our environment from the building, these skyscrapers that we're looking at now. Looks like we are going onto more of an industrial type area. A really nice little bouncing up and down level progression bar here. So we've got 5 stages to clear before we get to the new arena, which I think is really nice. Super impressed by the fact that the camera is tilting slightly, which immediately brings the game alive. And we have some little dudes here, some almost like construction workers with all idle animation. So the whole world looks like it's really alive and real, which I think is really smart. Some wisps of clouds going by there as well. So overall, I think this is really quite impressive from the start. It's little subtle things, But when you're starting your game off, does your game have these? Does this feel alive? Um, I think for the most part, you want to encourage you to add this little bit of polish. It doesn't take a lot, but I think it's really smart. And the scale immediately stands out to me for being pretty impressive. This robot here is massive. All right. So there we go. We got the start button there. I think that could probably pulse a little bit, but that really doesn't matter at this point. So let's see where we go from here. So I'm just going to press start. Oh, okay. Very cool. Can I? All right, great. So did you notice the way the camera panned round there? So we were stationary, but we panned round, so we haven't moved, and now we've got our gloves in front of us, right? And this other bad mechanoid dude has fallen into the environment where we started, and I think that's really smart. So what do we think in the chat? Do you reckon that was pretty cool to start the game off? I think that's pretty nice. We've obviously gone straight into some onboarding here, but I think that camera pan really, really worked well for this, and makes you feel like you're inside the game, which I think is really smart. And of course, when we're thinking about game ideas and stuff, what I like about the big robots and giants and stuff like that, it just looks super epic and fun. You can all, I'm sure, relate to a big boss you played on a console game or a PC title. Who's played against a big boss in on a console game, right? Let me know in the chat any games that you've got really great bosses in a console game. It doesn't matter which one it is. Put some in the chat for me, so I can make a mental note of them. But imagine how you felt when you were approaching these massive bosses. I mean, they've certainly in recent times you can see some massive bosses in God of War and stuff like that, right? And I think it pulls into that mindset a little bit because it just the scale is like it looks amazing for me. So I'm really interested. Anybody know any games with some really good bosses in? Let me know. Tell me which ones have been your favourite. I can imagine. I can remember from Final Fantasy VII the first time around, not the remaster. The size of the epic summons and the bosses in there. I remember on the original Tomb Raider, running around a corner and this chuffing great dinosaur came pelting towards me. And just by the scale of the game and the scale of the models, it just made everything like 10x the epicness. So I think that's really important to remember when we're doing this. And when you've got an end of level boss or something you can put in your game, make them big and make them look powerful. I think it's really, really strong to think about this kind of stuff in your design just by changing the scale of some of the stuff to make it even more epicness. All right, that'll do. So we have got controls on the screen here of Dodge. Never had a console except Sega 8-bit. Okay. Well, there must be some games you can think of with some bosses, I would imagine. But we can share some. I'll share some in the Discord, right? So let's dodge out of the way of this, and nice little finger point here walking us through. Shadow of the Colossus, Nvidia. The person, I hate saying your name, but yes, Shadow of the Colossus is a great example. So after this stream, obviously, go and check that out. That is literally the whole game is built of bosses, right? And that was great. I didn't play that game, but I watched a lot of that. And you literally jump on top of them, right? So that's a perfect example. So taking that essence of that from the console bosses over to this is basically what we're doing. So let's dodge out the way. So we just literally dodged his punch. And now we're dragging to aim. All right. A great walkthrough here for us. Tutorial, whatever. There we go. Dosh. All right. And now our punching is recharging. So that's pretty cool. Oh, too slow. Oh, I got hit. All right. Oh, I'm going to be terrible at this, no doubt. Okay, let's. What's he doing there? Ow. All right. Okay. I'm not liking this. Am I dead? Wow. All right. I'm rubbish. Okay. Darksiders. Wait, what? Did I just get an advert? Alright. Let's make sure we're off here. Let's go into here. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off just to make sure. And we are out. So let's try this again. Sometimes we can not play on airplane, but let's see if we can do it. That's a cool splash screen there. I like it. Alright, so obviously look here, we got bashed up, which I think, for me, I don't think we should have been able to die on that first level. What do you guys think? Do you think we should have just had a couple of punches and maybe one dodge? Because now I feel like I'm pretty rubbish immediately. So I would be recommending doing that on your first level. So no lose state on your first level. Oh, there we go. There's some Far Cry 3, Borderlands 2, Crisis 1 and 2. Should be a gentle start, says Jules. Yeah, exactly. So essentially, we want to make sure that we don't die like that. But we did. So here we go. Let's just repair. And I'm not sure if that cost us anything, but let's try. That is really cool. Really nice little ground shake there as well. So now we're replaying the tutorial again. And let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. How do I know which way he's going to bounce? Don't think I do. Okay. So it's important that we actually use the dodging, which I think is kind of cool. He's got 20 left. We should be able to take him out a bit better this time. And this should be the last one. There we go. Killed him. Nice. Alright. So typical gamification of the rewarded video here. We've seen these 1,000 times. That's fair enough. Preloaded ads. Yeah, I think so. But we got rid of them pretty easy, didn't we? Alright. Nice. So level 1's over with. Now it's highlighted an icon pointing to some sort of loot box or something, I guess. Which I think is really great. Obviously, we're big fans of showing the right thing at the right time, because we don't need to show all this stuff before we can do it. It's all on me, yeah, I know. Indicator for our health is missing, says Stefan. That's a great shout. Let's have a look at that next round. Ooh, what intonation is this? Simple. Do it if I change it. Okay, 100, which we have. So 3 different loot boxes. That's pretty neat. Nice effects. Defensive block. Tap to equip. Oh, look at that. And it's put it on us. Very cool. Wait, what? Oh, back. Okay. So now we've got a load of icons opened up, which is smart. So I'm guessing these are weapons of some description. Merge. Alright, so there's no weapons available. That's a bit weird. Alright. But we do have a shop. Very well polished. Isn't it just? Yeah. So special offers. We can get rewarded video for coins and gems. No ads for $2.99. And some gems and coins individually. I'd definitely be looking to put a bundle at the top of there to have that first one with the rewarded video, and then the second one saying 500 coins, 20 gems, and remove ads for $5.99 bundle, right? Always thinking about these bundles to try and get some more leverage out of your shop. So I would be doing that, I think. Certainly be testing it. But very nice. So level 2. Dying was a bit uneventful. Do you think so? Well, we're going to smash this guy. So let's go to the next one. Uh-oh, there's the dinosaur. He's got 75. And now we've got a block thing that's come in. Alright. Block depletes while holding. Okay. So is our health at the top here? Right, so you can see at the very top of the screen we have a pink bar with our health. So I think you're right. It is a little... Alright. So obviously I was just demonstrating. But yeah, so Stefan, it is there, but I think you're right. I think it could be made a little bit more obvious for me. Should we just take out this dino? Or not? Not really sure that block ain't doing anything, if I'm honest. Okay. Oops. Wow. Okay. Alright. Well, we've still got 25, so that's something. The life indicator and purple line up the top. That's it, yeah. I think you're distracted by the fact they messed up on the name of the... You could be right. It is slightly confusing. Mechangelion. But at the same time, it's very specific. Oh my goodness. Alright. God, I'm rubbish at this. Can you hear the concentration in my brain? Give me a +1 in the chat if you can hear my brain. I guess it's just the timing thing, right? It's just a... There we go. Right, so the death is a little bit... Is a bit meh, isn't it, I guess? It is very punishing, Mardy. Yeah, it is. But okay, so it's very, very strategic, more than arcadey. But that's okay. So we got 175. We can get these loot boxes. I want to go back here. Oh, I have to do it. Okay. Well, let's open up the green one. Rocket launcher. Tap to equip. Alright. Look at that. Very nice. How exciting. So what was in this shop again? Oh, the shop's there. What's the bullets? Wait, what? Oh, okay. So that's equipped. We have nothing in this shop here. Merge. Right, hold on. Let's look at this. Oh, here. So merge. Select items to merge. We saw this system before somewhere, didn't we? Okay, so we can't do it. Alright, that's kind of pretty hardcore, that, isn't it? This type of battle is typical of the Evangelion, is it? Core mechanic is too tough for hyper casual. It should auto battle with some special attacks. I'm not sure about the auto battle, but I take your point. It does seem way too punitive for my liking. But now we've got a rocket. And we're right at the start. Alright, here we go. So let's do this one. There's my rocket. Wow, alright. Chill out, mate. At least we've got 2 attacks now, which is good. Wow. Okay. Internet is just bad today. Sorry, that's alright, mate. It's very hard inspiration of the... Actually, it's a very hard inspiration of the original anime. In that one, also battles were hard and death is brutal as this. Okay, well, for me, I don't mind it being hard. I think it's too hard, too quick. I would like to have the satisfaction and rewards of winning some battles a little. I think it's a little brutal for me. So, we have 100, so let's open this one. We got a spike, that's good. So the leveling up is really nice. Do I not equip that now? There we go. Alright. So this is super fun, the fact that we can deck our dude out here. I think it's really nice. Alright. So I need to dodge this dude straight away. Okay. Alright, so you got to be really slow right at the last minute to get out of the way of his shot. There we go. Come on. Oh my goodness, I nearly had him then. Alright. Oh boy. Okay, so what are we thinking so far in the chat? Do let me know. This is a conversation between us all today. We're gonna start. We'll have a look at the CPI videos that I found for this as well, and we'll sort of end up on that. And I want you to start thinking about what videos you would kind of do for these games as an exercise to think about. Wow, our creation of CPI videos and how to approach different things. But what I really like about this game is the fact just by the nature of the game, you can imagine the CPI videos make themselves here, don't they? I like how this battle system is scalable. They keep adding more complexity and diversity. Yeah, I think it's definitely got that from it. We've seen a lot of this, the tap in for controls systems like this. We've seen a lot of them in the hands game, probably in the middle of last year. I would play normally and lose, yeah. Well, you can see I'm crushing it, aren't I? Not, but it does make you want to play, so I'll give it that. You're right. Let's try and get rid of this fella here. Straight away, we got to get out of the way. There we go. All right, a little bit more tactic. Oh, I nearly threw the iPad over then. Okay. I don't remember him punching before. There we go. All right. Now, whether or not they program that in to be a bit easier, I'm not sure, but that does seem a little hard to me. So it would have been way nicer to get through the first 3 or 4 levels just kind of breezing through without any worries. Great idea to pop on a review prompt, level 3. I think that's about right. So I think that's pretty nice. Maybe I would have left a little bit later, but that's okay. What's this merge thing again? So I can merge these two because these are both gun based, right? No? I don't know why I'm confused. Does anyone get how to do that? That's really weird. So I think there's I mean, I don't know that system and for some reason I'm not sure how it works. It's probably me. Let's do some loot boxes because we can. Sword. Alright. Upgrade card. Alright. Oh, okay. I didn't even see this. Alright. Okay. Now we've got an indication that we can merge something. Oh no, an upgrade. All right. Well, it's good that the weapon system prompted us there that we can do something, but let's upgrade it. So we might as well. So hopefully it might give us another one when we can merge something. Isn't it too soon to ask for a review? I think 3 levels is not bad. It is a little bit fast. I think for me, I'd be looking to ask for a review when you get to the next environment. I think, but it's up for grabs. I wonder how if they have any data that shows how effective it is on that. But for me, I would have probably done it at 5. But it's very difficult to kind of justify that as literally an A/B test all day long. UI is hard to understand, like controlling a helicopter. Yeah, Igor, I'm kind of with you. What is up, by the way? I kind of with you on that. It's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit complicated. The components of the robot should be upgradable through merge. I think they might be, but I'm not sure, Elbow. You could be right. And Marty says the progression is slow. They should have been more forgiving in the first levels to let you merge weapons earlier. I couldn't agree more. That's exactly the point. So when we're looking to introduce new systems and that, we kind of really want to get the players in early to get them used to knowing that that's part of the game system in your game. and give us some free stuff earlier. So where we've got this claw here, let us merge something together to get us a claw, even if it's kind of faked and it doesn't change the outcome or the strength of the claw weapon. Go one below your default and merge those two to give you the first one, right? Wouldn't it be awesome if slots of armor... Where are we? Wouldn't it be awesome if slots of armor put right in the mech? It would be easy to understand shapes, parts, yeah. In the anime, the scientists were always working on improving the mecha and upgrading the different parts, creating new weapons for it, so they've tried to implement that, yeah. Where does this game stand? Light or mid hybrid? Hassan, good to see you here. That was a great question. At the moment, I would say this is pretty much... I want to know how much of a system this is. It's looking like a light hybrid to me, but it depends how deep we go. I think what we'll do, let me try and get through another level. Let's try and get to this new environment so we can check it out. Because obviously I'm painfully... Okay, I'm painfully slow at this point. No, you're not allowed to dodge, mate. I'm painfully slow as I'm talking through this with you guys. It's like, wow. All right. Oh my goodness. Come on. Here we go. Okay, good. See, that should have been level 1, right, I reckon. And we've got 100 to spend. Let's go on a couple more. This should be the last level of this one. Okay. Ouch. Now he's blocking. This doesn't look good. Okay. Nice. All right. So yeah, I reckon light to... So we don't really have mid. We have light and deep, but it is kind of light deep hybrid, I would say. Have I used the shield button at all? Not really, Jules. It didn't seem to be doing much. Looks like these devs aren't hardcore hyper casual devs, but they're new in the scene. I don't know who. I don't know Seize or whoever they were, but they've done a really nice job here. I'm really curious to see. Right, so the environment's changed. For the environment change, I think it would have been good if the rocket like flew off and landed in another one. We've just changed scenery just for the hell of it here, which seems a little bit anticlimactic. Let's oh, we got loads in that. Melee upgrade, armor upgrade, shields upgrade. Well, that was a good box. Let's do another one. And we got a machine gun, which is always done. All right. So let's see what we got in here now. So 2 guns. I don't understand why it can't merge. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I really don't understand that system at all. Let's... Did I take that off? I took that off. All right. Where are all those things I just got? And I pressed start by mistake. Brilliant. Alright. Wow. Let's do this shield then, Jules. Okay, that worked. Okay, so it is a real last minute dodge that. That is good to know. I guess you merge, you need 2 to 3 similar ones. Yeah, well, if we go into the shop there, you'll see that they've got the little gun icons on it. There we go. There's an upgrade. So you can see on these little icons here, there's a little gun and then a shield. You can see those ones. Let's upgrade this gun because you can. And on the left hand. All right. Oh, that takes it off that one. Okay. And let's put that back on the right hand. And then there's an upgrade for this something here. Boots, I guess. So I was thinking in here, we can see the first one and the second one have got gun icons. Do I have to unequip them, do you think? Let's try that real quick. I don't even know how to do it. So, remove. And then remove. And let's see if I can merge these ones now. Just doesn't work, does it? Don't understand. That is a level. They're both level 3. I don't get that. I'm sorry. So let's put these things back on. And let's put that on that one. And let's put that on that one. Alright. How are we all doing there? What are we thinking? Confusing, or is it just me? Am I being an idiot? You have to play weapons side by side on the horizontal bar. Do I? Alright. So when I tap it, it literally puts them in the slot for me. I can't drag them or anything. And as soon as I click it, they disappear. I believe that some sort of Arch Hero merging system would to upgrade rarity, but can't figure out how this works. Thanks for letting me know that, Igor. So yeah, like I said, once I hit this merge and I tap, I literally say tap, it fills up there. And then it puts this... I honestly don't know how this works. Let's carry on. And then we'll have a quick look at the CPI video. So lots of different monsters. I think that's really good. Overall, the build quality is really good here. Obviously, if I wasn't, if I weren't on the stream here, it'd be flying through this a lot quicker. Too late. Wow, pretty brutal. Okay, do a couple more goes, and then we'll have a look at the CPI video. So what I want you to start thinking about is like, how would you portray this game on a CPI video? Now, obviously, I've seen the video, so I can't comment on what I would do this week. But have a think about how you would approach the CPI videos, and we'll see how close you get. And it'd be a really good exercise to think about why you are highlighting the parts you're highlighting of this game and how you can approach that, oh my goodness, for your games, right? I assume they have a really low CPI and huge drop on the first levels. Well, I think that is a pretty good assumption on the CPI for me, because, like I said, because of the nature of this game, the CPI videos almost build themselves, don't they? But what would you be doing? Think about what you would be including, and this will be the process of what you should be thinking about when you're doing yours, right? I'm just about to die once again unless I dodge this one. Come on. Done it. Try unequipping again. Alright, I'll do that in a minute. Do you have to physically move the icons on top of each other when they show up in the top box? One of them is always pulsating, so just wondering. Alright, let's go and try it. Let's see if we can do it. I've got an upgrade here, so I'm going to do that. Because we can. That is easy. I'll press... Oh, do it again. Alright, cool. Alright, so merge. I can't... When at this bottom bit here, all I can do is tap on something. But none of them do anything. So the only thing I'm going to try and do one more time, like someone just said, I'm going to go into here and remove that. And I'm going to just go in and remove that as well. And then I'm going to go to our merge. So according to these icons, we got two. The first two are both gun related. that go on the arms, and they're both level 3s. But I'm wondering if they actually need to be the same thingy. They need to be the same rocket. I'm not sure about that. I think it would have been really helpful. There's nothing wrong with having complex systems like this, but I think it's really important that they walk us through it, because no doubt the first one it will be go merge, and you're like, okay, I get it. They need to be the same or whatever the system is, and I think it's probably really easy. But for some reason, that is a cool monster. That should be on. Now that was me. Okay, he's really smart and powerful. Wow. All right, mate. Okay. So, yeah. All right. What we got? Let's do a couple more rounds. Yeah. When I'm in that shop, all I can do is tap on them. If I try to move at all, it scrolls the shop down. So it's definitely not that. Oh, Bennett. Got him. That was a cool monster. I like the fact he came out of the earth. That's really exciting. So yeah, definitely they need to be trying that monster on their videos, I'd say. So what we got on the CPI? What we're gonna be looking at? I really want you to try and get involved here. I think it's getting boring because the involving of the character seems pretty slow. Marty, I think you could be right. If we could figure out how this worked, I think it would be a lot better. And of course, I've really played this slow, guys. So remember, you just be going on and these monsters are really great. So you'd be playing a lot quicker, right? So I really want to make sure that you, obviously that makes sense to you. So we should be busting through these really fast. I really want to do, oh, I missed it. All right. So we would be flying through these a lot faster, obviously. And if I could get a few on target. So there we go. There's another one down. Another one bites the dust. If you know what I mean. All right, so let's take that. We got some loot boxes we're going to get. I'm going to do a couple more loot boxes, and then we go on to the videos. So I've got 275. I think that one is cost 50 of those things, and that cost. Wait, what? Okay, so let's just do these 3 cheapy ones. So a couple more upgrades. Okay. Now that's it. Do we get a little button here? Great. So we can upgrade this. So I think this part of it is really smart. I think it works really well. I bet they had a lot of fun building these monsters. And you can see some of his armor's busting off now. Okay, that went, which I think is really cool. You got it right at the last minute, that one. Okay. For the video, I would use the level which the monster is dodging, probably the dragon monster in the beginning, and fight a bit and then lose. That looks inviting enough to play, I guess. Marty, that looks like a pretty good shout. Let's do one more, because I want to see this Chinese background if we can get to it, or the Oriental background. I think that looks really quite fun. It's really hard to dodge this guy. Wow, it's just brutal. No. Okay, one for luck, and then we'll do the videos. All right. Anyone else got a guess for the CPI? Because this is a really good exercise, guys, to think about how are you going to do your CPI? What would you do for this one? Because you obviously they've got the one up because of the big bosses. It looks super epic to start with. But by putting yourself in the person who built this game, how would you approach your CPI videos? Homework for today. Oh boy, Jilly says I would use the green monster and show the fight knocking his teeth out. I like it. All right, well, I've certainly had my teeth knocked out about 500 times here, isn't it? I'm going to do one more because I really want to see this next level, but I can't seem to get past this guy. I've got to wait for this. There doesn't seem to be any indication of when it fires, which is really annoying. There we go. Maybe I should use that block a little bit more as well. Wow, fluked it. All right. Let's see the new environment then, and then we'll look on to the videos. All right. Wait, what? Okay. Very cool. All right. Oh, this robot looks so cool to use in a video. The damage effect that makes his helmet falls is cool. Exactly. So let's go and check out the... Well, no, I tell you what. We should do the actual... Let me know what you think of this game. What do we think of this game? Let's do it. Okay. That's weird. All right. Well, my thing's broken for some reason, but let's put a vote on it. What do you think for the game overall? Out of 10, what would you give it? 9 says Jilly Hard says 9. So out of 10, is this your first time here? Your chance to just write a number in that chat and let me know what you think of the game. What are we thinking? 9 for Panos, 8.5 for the video. Oh my goodness. I have no idea why that's not working. How bizarre. What are we thinking? 7 for Igor. Marty says 7.5. What about that? No, it definitely doesn't want to work today. Okay, so pretty good overall, I think. I mean, I think it looks pretty epic. Let's have a look at the CPI videos. I've got 2 up here. So this is the first one. And I've got to make sure that we don't get any music here. Well, I'm going to turn the music off for this. So, let me know in the chat what you make of this video. Oh, you go. Honestly, I didn't know he had a gun like that. They killed his dog. Okay, let's play that again. So nice to see the upgrades there. I think that's really smart. Starting at the middle of the battle where their armor falls off. Does it more or less the basic tactic? Die when you're almost winning. Okay. Assuming they'll... my chat is all whack here as well. Assuming they'll improve their UI. I think the merging system was a bit broken for me. It didn't quite work. I couldn't figure it out. So that kind of loses me. But yeah, I think Jilly just said there, the video here is pretty spot on, in it. So we start off with the broken robot. We then go through upgrading his weapons. We then put some fierce armor on. Really clear to see. The baddie comes in. We punch him and he busts his armor off. Then we shoot the heck out of him with more armor flying. Then we block him and then we deck him. I mean, honestly, script by script, that is a pretty effective video for this game, I think. Let's have a look at the next one. So we got the dino in this one. And straight away, the dino kills us. So now we're into the upgrading with a really mean gun, same armor, and now we're going to shoot him a ton, no doubt. So what's really clever about that is that we have the fail state straight away, that which we know is effective. And then what I like about this one specifically is that the fact that we can see we repair our robot. So we die here. and then immediately now, after we die, we know we have to repair and upgrade. So it really shows us the real sort of meat and potatoes of the game here. The Dino's really smart because he's got like a gun on his back as well. Maybe it's not repairing because you lost consecutively 2 times and now the required currency for repair is low. I'm not sure what that means actually, Elbow. So what do we think of these CPI videos? I think they're pretty good, aren't they? What do you guys think? You let me know. What do we think? I think it tells the story really well, both of them. You prefer the first, says Jilly, with all the armour falling off. I think they're both effective for me. Personal preference, I think I prefer this one. I like the fact it's got a dino in it, which I think is really relatable. It's funny, but you guys like this one. Let's have a look at this one then. He killed his dog. So we do repair the robot. We upgrade it. And we got the upgrade button on there as well. Then we fight. We punch him straight in the face. Then we shoot him. And then we deck him with a... I know, then we block him. And then we punch him. Do you know what? I think it's 50-50 for me. I still reckon I'd go for this one here, though. Only because we've got that fail state. So we die. So we know we're automatically fighting against a robot. Then we repair ourselves. Then we upgrade ourselves. And then we take on the same enemy. And this time we basically kill him. And I like the fact that we block here. And he gets those stars. And then we gives him a KO. So I think they're pretty effective. What do you think? Let me know in the chat, and then we start to wrap up today. But I really think it's kind of interesting to see these CPI videos after we play the games, because I want you to get into the mode of like, this is what you're creating your prototypes for. When we're building the prototypes, we're creating these mini videos. So as you're creating your game, you really want to be thinking about what part is going to go on my video. Do my games look as epic at this as this one? Now, of course, this is, as I started the stream of today, this is epic by nature, which is why I really like the giants or the big things, big characters when you're thinking about game ideas. And it rolls right back to the game ideas, which your most important thing is your game idea, probably, because that can dictate a lot of what happens next, clearly. But when you're thinking of your game idea, can you, in your mind's eye, think about the video that you're going to be producing, right? Is that something that's going to look epic enough? And are you building that into your game design? Now, the good thing about this, for me, and why I think you don't have to do a game with giants in. What is good about this, just going to turn that off. What's good about this overall is the fact that we know that splitting up the gameplay into like 5 or so levels. I mean, that one did 5 and they gave us a new environment, but that's a perfect opportunity for a bonus level or a change of pace. Now, you don't want to deviate too much from your core gameplay, but we saw this actually in Attack Hole, where you get through the round and then you start shooting at the big giant dude, right? So it doesn't have to relate all that much, but big bosses are a really great opportunity to insert into your game for some epic video. So what do you guys think about that? Who's building a game? Mark, just before we wrap up today, what sort of game, anyone's got an idea of what you could do to put a boss in a different type of game? What sort of game are you building right now? And let's think of a way real quick, without giving away what you're building, a type of genre or mechanic. What sort of boss could you put in that, or think about that, to really next level your game in terms of excitement, epicness, and of course, ultimately the CPI video. So let me know what you're building right now. And of course, if you got value out of today and you like these sort of streams, do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It would help me out a ton. It just means that I know that you guys are liking these and we'll continue doing them. So do hit a like on the video if you're getting some value out of these and you want us to continue. So what sort of game are you building today? What game are you building and nearly finished? What game are you thinking about building? Don't give me specifics because I'm not asking you to share your ideas and whatnot, but are you building a runner or a puzzle game? Let's have a quick go. Let's have a quick go at trying to figure out how we can add or consider adding a boss into a different type of game as a bonus level to really like make an epic statement on your CPI videos. We've seen a lot of giant based games and boss games. They just add that extra effect into your game. I love the Shadow of Colossus reference as well. I'm going to find a video of that and post it on the Discord. So yeah, let me know. Someone has got to be building a game. Just give me a +1 if you're building a game right now. Come on now, what are we doing? Just before we wrap up today, I want to help you guys. Just give me an idea of what you're building, and let's try and come up with one idea. You could do it. A pinball game. Sam, good to see you on the stream. All right, so what could you do as a pinball bonus level boss? That is amazing. Okay. Pinball game, Sam. Come on now. Well, Panos, physics and puzzle. All right, so pinball game. Let's think. A bowling game. Well done, Elbow. All right, so bowling game and a pinball game. So if you guys have got any ideas, let's take this as a creative exercise. What could we do? Bosses the pins. It could be. Let's take Sam's pinball game. All right. Whose idea was it to do this? That's a stupid idea. Right, one sec. So I guess, Sam, you could have a boss standing at the top of the pinball game with unlimited balls falling down, and you're flipping. I don't know what they like using the flippers to fire at the boss, right? What do you think of that? So multiple balls are flying in from, as you get the sides and you get to the flippers like that, multiple balls are falling here, falling down to your flippers, and you're just going like that to bash the boss that's standing relatively in the middle, right? And the boss drops money. The boss can drop whatever you like. But I think that would be kind of fun. So the bonus level would be the loads of different balls. Doesn't matter if you let them go or not. So you keep to the core loop of the game. You're not deviating from any mechanics. It doesn't matter. You're not trying to keep the ball up all the time. It's just a total button smash hack and all of that. And maybe as the bosses come in more, maybe you can upgrade what the balls do. So maybe you get bombs that are fizzing and rolling down and or anything like that, right? Or maybe some grenades or something, right? That could be a way to introduce a boss, which you can literally do for any game if you think about it. And imagine that, Sam, on level 5, it comes up bonus or boss, and all of a sudden you got a multiplier, and the player now, instead of doing the same old thing all the time, is now looking forward to that break of game arcade pace smash game. I think that would work really good. And repelling the balls hurts the boss. That's exactly right. It's exactly right. And maybe the boss is getting closer towards you, as we see on Attack Hole, which is a common one. Or maybe the boss is dropping like fireballs or something, and you got to make sure your flippers remain up so they fall down the middle if it catches you. Or maybe I don't know. But that's the sort of idea that you roll with it and see what works. But I think that's a great way. And I don't want to leave out Colette as well, because she said puzzle physics as well. You like to play as Captain Kevin as my game boss? Well, we can do that. All memes are welcome. Anime is full of inspiration games with bosses. That's a great reference there. Check out Rollers of the Realm, says Colette. Pinball game, one of my all-time favourite games. There's bosses in there. Oh, okay, Colette, that's great. So good reference point for Rollers of the Realm. Nicely done. Good work. And pinball game can have moving target, which is unusual for pinball game. And my suggestion would be, I'm sure it's called Pin Out, that won 100 Apple Awards. Let me see real quick. Let's go over here. Got these videos still playing here. All right. And like I said, if you're getting value from all of this, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe and let me know that you want us to keep doing this, because it helps me out a ton, if I'm honest. And it really would. I'd really appreciate that. Let's go into the App Store. I want to show you Pin Out. I am pretty sure it is called Pin Out. I need to turn my Wi-Fi back on. There we go. And let's check this one out. I highly recommend this one, Sam. This was super addictive. A little bit too hard for my liking, but this was an amazing pinball game. Am I getting this right? Pin out. That is not pull the pin out. Okay, let's try this. Pin out. Here we go. Check this out. This thing's awesome. This is a really unusual pinball game. It won tons of Apple Awards, loads of Apple features. Really cool. Look at this. Super fancy. But it's almost like a runner, right? You keep going up. It's very smart indeed. I think this is right for a version that you could do. I think that's great. So yeah, check that one out. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to wrap it up today. The physics game for bosses is a bit difficult. The physics or puzzle is a little bit difficult to go for, but there we go. All right, let me just check these comments real quick. Don't want to miss anything. And the boss could be like a crab which moves sideways and explodes into blocks upon dying. Yeah, so you could have the boss moving left to right. That's really cool. You should protect what's under the things that reflect the balls, and use the things the enemies are shooting against them. Weirdly enough, Marty, I actually know what you mean there. Yeah, so you should the boss could be firing loads to like bombarding you, and you should like deflect it to protect what's underneath your pins. You could maybe change the board a little bit. His blocks can be collected by the flippers to get earnings and bonus earnings. Yeah. All right, guys, that'll do. Thank you for joining with me today. Really appreciate it. Do come and join me next week. We're going to choose in another game with some more CPI videos. If you need any advice during the week, come and hit me up over on the Discord. Come and join it anyway. I'm sharing loads of things. I shared this today, a new book I got. I'm going to check out. So I'm going to do a review on this book once I read it. It's pretty good. It's kind of low-key, nice and cheap, but I don't want to recommend it yet. So if you've got any book recommendations, I would very much appreciate you letting me know if you've got any books I should read, and we can discuss them later on. And with all that said and done, it's going to go and start wrapping it up for me. The Academy, if you've not joined over there, there's a link in the description to join the Academy. I just added some hybrid casual specific stuff today, along with some new resources of loads of links for some free assets, a nice little collection there, and we're going to be adding to that. And yeah, that's about it. Come and join me on the Discord. Thank you for liking the video thus far. Do leave me a comment underneath the video as well. That would help me out a ton. I don't want to keep asking for stuff, but if you leave me a comment, that always helps, and let me know all of that. So with all that said and done, that is going to go and wrap it up for me this week. Enjoy your weekend. Once again, our heartfelt thoughts and prayers are with everyone in Turkey, Syria, for the absolutely horrendous thing that's happened this week. So with that said, be safe, keep well, and I will see you inside the Discord and on next week's stream. All right, see you later, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.